how to bring out the best in me, or for you, how to bring out the best in you. I hear people all the time saying, oh, I'm out here living my best life. Are you really? Are you really at your best? Are you at your optimum, your premium level, where you're really in flow all the time? You're serving at the top of your ability. You are happy, you're in flow? Really? If you want to know how to tap in and pull out all of the best that you have to offer, not only to offer to other people, but to offer to yourself first, because you're most important, then I want you to stick around. But first, before I tell you the 5 ways to bring out the best in yourself, I'd like you to check and see if you're a subscriber here, and if not, click that subscribe button. Click that little bell so you get notifications when we drop awesome videos like this for you so that you can grow and learn. And then also go ahead while you're clicking around, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you like this topic, you like this video, you're here with me on GILD Coaching's YouTube channel, and I will see you in just a second.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
How to be your very best self, bringing out the best parts of you for your own enjoyment and to share with the rest of us, because we need you. That's why we're here on this planet together at the same time. Sometimes situations can get you down. Sometimes other people can cause your vibe to just tank. Maybe it's the state of the world. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of disarray. Whatever it is that has you down or has you feeling like you're not at your very best, maybe it's the loss of a relationship or the loss of a job, or it doesn't matter what it is. No matter what has caused you to feel as though you are not your best self and that you need to dig in and figure out how to pull out that best self to present to yourself in the world, I've got 5 steps for you today that can help you do it. First step for me, and I don't even have one in front of me, I usually do, grab a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper so you can take notes. And if you don't have note-taking supplies, open up the comment section here and you can just type that in. Do make sure if you do that you have added this video to your favorites or your liked videos by giving it a thumbs up. And that way you can come back in, check liked videos on YouTube, and then you can go back and look at your notes later, especially if you want to transfer them into a hard notebook. It'll always be here for you, the notebook that you can't lose. Okay, so you ready to take notes? The first step to bringing out your best self is to inventory your talents. And we are not good at this at all as a general rule in society. We are told to kind of like not be prideful and be humble about our talents. I want you to get out a pen and paper and just go to town on it. We are all good at something. Do a prideful list. What makes you feel proud about yourself? What are you good at? There is something. Even if you say, I'm not good at anything, what do other people say that you're good at? People always marveled at me because I'm a really good writer. I'm a really fast writer. I can write great things for TV scripts and ads, and I used to do all that kind of stuff. I'm just really, really good at it. And so sometimes when, especially my friends who have e-commerce businesses, they have, ads or they need to write job descriptions for their companies. And they're like, I just don't know how to word this. And I'm like, well, tell me what you want. And then I just, whoop, 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 I just put it together and I'm like, wow, how do you do that? It's one of my talents. And because it's one of my talents, it's so easy for me. I took it for granted for years. I didn't realize how special that talent is. So think of anything that people are like, wow, you're really good at that. Is it cooking? If nobody has ever told you that you're good at anything, you're a good friend, you have a beautiful laugh, anything like that. If no one's ever given you a compliment in your whole life, which I find highly unlikely, then think about things that make you feel good when you're doing them. Think about things that you do consistently. Have you not forgotten to take your trash out one day or 1 week in the last year? Great, write that down. I'm really good at remembering to do tasks. Find things that you're talented in and write them down. I want you to make a whole list of them. Just sit down sometime with your favorite beverage. I love hot tea. I'd sit down with hot tea in my journal and say, here are my talents. Writing. I'm a great mom. I'm very loving. I'm a good teacher. Just write down every single thing that you believe you're good at or that other people believe you're good at, and then step back and look at it. When you look at things in this way, it helps to shift your mindset so that you can see more possibilities in yourself. Because I'm telling you, your best self is in there. You just have to recognize it so that it can come out. Number 2, I want you to think of your childhood. What did you do in your childhood? What did you choose to do when you were at your very happiest? Then I want you to think about, and this can be a journaling assignment. This is a great journaling assignment if you really want to do some homework on it. Then think about why it felt good. So why, for me, there's something that I loved doing when I was very little. I was a little girl. I lived on a non-working farm in Mississippi, and there were some trees out in the middle of this field. It was kind of odd. It was this great big open field with like 4 or 5 trees in the middle. Other than that, it was just like big and flat. And I would go and I would climb one of those trees, and I'd climb really, really high, so high that it probably would terrify me if my kids were that high, but it made my mom nervous, and the tree would kind of sway a little bit. I mean, it was just the perfect tree for climbing. It was just asking for kids to it was almost like it was built like that. It probably was for me. But I would climb up there and I would sit, and sometimes I would like just stick a book in the back of my pants so that I could get it to the top, and I'd sit up there and read. And this was like me at age 8 or age 9, doing this. Why did it feel so good? I loved being with nature. I loved the feeling of freedom. I loved the feeling of being where other people didn't usually trek. I liked uncharted territory. I liked quiet space. I grew up in a household with 3 other siblings, dogs, cats, like there was a lot of noise in there. I liked the quiet. I enjoyed that. So now you go into your childhood, you think about something like that for you, and then you ask yourself, why did it feel good? You find all the things that made it feel good. And now take all that list, that whole list of things, the reasons that felt good from childhood, and figure out how you can build in different things into your life now to raise the presence of those feelings. Freedom, quiet, it felt powerful to be up there. I was the youngest. I was always told what I couldn't do, and I could do that. It helped build my confidence. What's something that I can do today that'll help build my confidence? What's something that I can do today to help give me that delicious feeling of freedom? See how you can build that into your life now to bring that same kind of fulfillment. Number 3, dream. Allow yourself to dream, but dream the right way through meditation and visualization. We have a full playlist here that can help you learn how to meditate. There are guided visualization exercises. Just use meditation to bookend your days. Bookends go on either side of a row of books. Start and end your day in meditation. Even if it's just a breathing meditation and you're not focusing on a particular topic, it helps to keep your mind calm, open, and aware of possibilities. And when you're calm, open, and aware of possibilities, that when you see opportunities, you can grab them because there's space for you to do so. There is space for you to recognize it. There's space for you to grab it and bring it in. Number 4, be daring. Take chances. Climb that tree. Could I have fallen out and broken something? Yes. Was I thinking about that? Of course not. I was 8. But take chances. I've taken big chances recently in investments, and some of them really paid off and some of them didn't. But I wouldn't have known what would have paid off and what would not have paid off unless I took the chance. So allow yourself to be daring. And this last one is really the most important, I believe. So many people fail, not because they didn't have the tools to complete the action or to get the thing, do the thing. They fail because they didn't wait long enough. And I'm fully convinced that almost all of those people, had they just stuck to it and focused, believing that their victory was near, they would have ended up achieving what they wanted. Winners never quit. That's really what separates them from the losers. Winners don't quit. I ran a marathon 10, 11 years ago, and I finished. I crossed the finish line. I got the medal. A couple people who aren't like really into running were like, oh my gosh, what place did you finish? And I was like, I have no idea. I finished first place for me. I was the first me that crossed over the finish line. My daughter, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, my friend, her son, my boyfriend, now my husband, my boyfriend at the time, my cousin. Like, I had this huge amount of people there celebrating. Who cares what place it was? I crossed, I finished, I won. At one point, I had a really bad running day that day. At one point that particular day, I wanted to quit about 6 miles before the end because my knee was killing me. But I thought, wait, winners never quit. So I made it work and I crossed. A lot later than I had planned on crossing, but I crossed. So I was a winner. Convince yourself, number 5, convince yourself that victory is near. Victory is near. And I promise it's a lot closer if you don't quit than it is if you do. Because if you do quit, it just took off and it's no longer a possibility. Those are 5 ways to start cultivating yourself to be your best self right now. I would love to guide you through this. Please take a look at the video description. There's tons of tools down there, our life planner, our environments organizer, my contact information, other programs that we have for you, free tools, all sorts of stuff. Take a look at that. Reach out to me directly if you would like me to help work on this with you, to help you be your best self and live your best life. And then also make sure that you're a subscriber here, because we are dropping videos like this all the time, and you'll find out about them if you also hit that little bell for notifications. And then add this to your liked videos so you can come back and get another dose of encouragement by clicking that thumbs up button. And I will see you next time that we at GILD Coaching drop a video to help you live a happier and more successful life.